Hi, welcome. In this video, we're going to go over Program 6. So Program 6 is very similar to Program 5, only it's going to have two extra features added. The first feature that's going to be added is it's going to use an input-output parameter. So you can see here we have, instead of getting our option and returning it, we're going to use an input-output parameter. So you need to be familiar with how to use pointers and value at and address of before doing this assignment. In addition, it's going to use file processing. So we're going to read an account balance from the file, and you're going to connect to the file, read a balance from the file, and then save that same balance to the file. So we're not going to edit the balance or anything in this. We're just going to practice connecting to a file, reading the account balance from the file, and then saving the same balance again into the file. We're not doing any purchases. We're not updating anything. We're just doing the menu the same way we did in assignment 5, where if you select S, you display the options that are for sale. The same, you should use your same options from Program 4 and Program 5. This is Program 6. I said we would be doing the same program for 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 is where we're gonna put it all together with the file and actually make purchases. All right, so Program 6 is just like Program 5, so be sure that you've completed Program 5 and Program 4 before doing Program 6. So with an S, you're going to display the menu options. With an X or anything that's not one of these options, you're going to say it's not valid. An A, you're going to add money to the account. We're not actually adding money to the account. We're just going to say that this is where we will be adding money in Program 7. B, to display the account balance. We're not displaying the account balance. Again, we're just doing the menu part here because we're adding the feature of connecting to a file and the other feature of using an input-output parameter. O is where you will make an order when the time comes, and you can display what's available for purchase, and Q to quit, saving the balance to the file. All right, so don't overdo it. You don't need to do anything extra for this. This is the account balance file, and there is a template, of course, for you. So we do have the account balance right here. It should have $5 in it. I'm not sure why it doesn't, but I will make sure that it does have $5 in it for you guys. All right, so you're going to download the account balance file, which should say it has $5 in it, and the template and the instructions. Read the instructions, of course, very carefully. And this video will also be posted. It's not posted yet because I'm recording it right now. All right, the other thing that I went ahead and did is I downloaded my Program 4 code. So this is my code from Program 4. You should have your code from Program 4 ready to go because you will be using features from your Program 4. I also have my Program 5 code, and I have my Program 5 code ready to go. So there are some things I don't have to redo for this assignment. There's features that I'm going to be using for this assignment as well as from Program 4 and from Program 5. So in this assignment, these are the functions we will be using. We will be using a greeting function, a view balance function, a option list pointer function, a process option function, and a display menu function. The only time you're going to do the view balance function is right away in the main function after you connect to the file and you get the balance from the file. You are not going to need to use the view balance function yet because, you can try to, but you don't need to view the balance in the process option function because it becomes very complicated. So we're going to be doing that later. It is the same. Let's see if I said you were going to show it. Yeah, when I said in the, you can try to view the balance, but if you take a look at the sample output, I do not have you viewing the balance. When you select B, it is not a requirement yet to display the balance because you're going to have to pass the balance to the process option and then pass that balance to the view balance. And you can certainly give it a try, but is not required for this assignment. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to launch Visual Studio. I'm going to create my new project. My project will be called Program 6. Make sure it's an empty project. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. Program 6, Fall 2022. Create the project. Then project, add new item. Okay, Sorgente, prog6.c, and add it. Then I'm going to take the template code, which is right here. And copy and paste it in here. I'm going to see if it builds. It may not build yet. And for sure, it's going to have some issues. It does compile and build. And so let's start at the top and read this code and see what we have here. We have a greeting function. We have a view balance function. This view balance function looks very similar to program 4. So I think that I probably can use my same function from program 4. This option list pointer function takes in a pointer to a character. So this is very new for this, this program. Process option. So if I look back at my program 5, my process option function only took a character. So the new process option function is going to take the character. It's also going to take the balance, and it's going to return the balance. So the process option function is adding the balance into it. You're going to get the balance in the main, you're going to pass the balance, and then obviously it has to return a new balance, because if you subtract from the balance, make a purchase, or you add money to the balance, then you're going to have to return the new balance back. So this is process option function is different for program 6 than it was for program 5. The display menu function, I believe, is the same from program 5. So there are some things that I can take right from program 5 and some things that I cannot. That's why I have my program 5 here available, because I don't want to have to reinvent the wheel. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing that's going to happen here is I'm going to connect to 2 different file pointers. One file for reading from the file, the other file for writing to the file. So the first thing I want to do is see if that works. I want to connect to the file and read. So the name of the file is accountbalance.txt. So I downloaded that file. Should be in my downloads here. Maybe I didn't download it off of Canvas. All right, so let me go back to Canvas and download this file. All right, let's see. Okay, I did. So here's the file, accountbalance.txt. So I want to save this in the same directory as my project. So my project is right here. And again, if you're using a Mac or a different compiler, you might need to put the path. If you're using Visual Studio, if you put this file in the same directory as your source code, it should find it without having to put C, documents and settings. And if you need to go review, there is a video on file processing that is located on Canvas. And if you go to modules, I believe it is in module 4, maybe 3. There is a video on file processing, probably module 4. Let's check module 4. Yes, right here, there is in section 4.3 has an input file, how to put the file. There's a document on file processing. And there's a video introduction to file processing right here in module 4.3. So be sure to check that and review that if you're having problems understanding how to access files in C. So let's go back here to our project. In my project here, which is on my desktop, this is my program 6 right here. I will notice that inside of here I have my account balance. If I open it up, it has $5 in it. And this is the project for this assignment, program 6. So I've gone ahead and set up my project and put the account balance in the same directory as my programming assignment is, where my source code is right here. Again, if you're using Xcode, you might, in your source code right here, instead of saying fopen account balance.txt, you might have to put the path here, like C documents and settings, blah, blah, blah. And you can always find that path by, there's a document to show you how to find that path. You guys should know how to find paths on your local computer. All right, so I'm going to stop this video now and record the next video where I start the implementation.